Well everybody, here we are, back fishing commercials, and this is a fabulous Lindholme lakes, and today I'm on Willows. And why am I here? Well, I'm here because it's a 3-day festival, and you can probably hear the wind, so I'm doing my best to try and keep it under the mic. And 3-day festival, winter festival, we had it last year, it was really good, and we're here again today, and this is one of them pegs where I must have drawn 20 times. It's just one of them pegs. It's 38 on Willows. We've got 2 sections today. We've got one there on Laurels, just there, and we've got one here on Willows. And I'll be honest with you, this is not my favourite lake, but there's millions of fish in it. But you can probably see and hear the wind. It's really windy today, which might play my hands a little bit. Because really we've got that much going on in the winter now, with bomb and feeder leagues and winter leagues and everything like that, golden rods that I ain't been for a while. I thought I'd come and give these lads some money and have a look at it. So like I said, we've got 2 sections. There's only 25 of us. We've got one section here, one section on Laurels, and you've got to win your section and just get your points. That's the idea, and whoever's got, I don't know, it's lowest to highest, but anyway. So with this wind, I don't think there'll be a lot of pole gear coming out, and you can see I've only set a short one, and that's only for edge, because it's quite deep in this edge. It's quite shallow out there. It's a shallow peg, but down there you can see the side of them reeds. It's probably 4 foot, and hopefully I get a little bit of shelter from them reeds, so they might come late on. And because it's mild, maybe it'll blow them in, because this bay is a really good bay in winter. The colder it is, this bay is fantastic, and there's an aerator there, the chuck up there sometimes, but that open water there is usually good. So as you go down, you've got the high numbers on this bank and the low numbers on the other bank. I've got Ryan there, look, and I've got 2 Ryans, and Sned there, look, on the point, best peg again, and we're scattered all the way about. But it's a lovely lake. It's one of the first ones that were dug after Laurels when you used to come with. When I first come with, only that house there and Laurels, and it's changed a lot. Look at that, ladies, there's your man. I'll tell you, he's rich, and everything else goes with it. So how am I going to fish it? Well, with this wind I ain't got a lot of choice really. It's going to be a little feeder, little Judah feeder, little banjo, there you go, little guru, and I'm doing my best to try and keep wind off, and a bomb, and that's about it really. The bait is micro pellets soaked in sensate. I've soaked them overnight in sensate, tried some other week and it worked, so that's what I've done. And them little beauties, look at them. I caught some fish on them other week. I caught on the wafters, not the pop-up, but and then I've got my normal pellets for those feeding fop bomb. So that's it. I'm not complicating it. I don't see point in complicating it, because it's windy. You know what I'm like. I like to set my stall out and just fish and keep it simple, and that's all I'm going to try and do. And but it is windy, and I think I'm going to need £100. I think there'll be a few £100 on here, because it's mild, and the only thing that worries me is that wind ain't blowing them all down that end, and that's what happens on this lake. The fish definitely follow the wind, so there's 2 things could happen. They could be all down in that bottom bay, and if they are, we can't do anything about it, or the wind's blowing them into this bank from the middle, because I've got a lot of room, but so has everybody. So it's straightforward. So what I'll do, crikey, I can't believe how windy it is, and I'll let you know how we get on. So wish me luck, because I think I'm going to need it off this peg, but anyway, that's how it goes. Have a great day. Well, end of day 1, and I've had a few fish. I don't think I'm going to win anything. I've 43 F1s and a £8 carp and about 12 skimmers, and I reckon I've got between £100 and £110. But where that's going to finish I'm not quite sure yet, but just let you know where I've caught to, because the wind's been strong. It ruled pole out for me really, which, because it's blowing at me, and when it fishes you need to get your weights on pole. And I fished outside, that's there, just there with pole. I've not had one fish, and I kept picking it up near end. And one of the reasons is Ryan were catching, and he's had 11 carp, and it's a great peg, like, but he's a great angler now, Ryan Bennett, and he's had 11 carp and some F1s. He'll have £160, I would think, he'll win Lake. So what I've done, I've fished a little feeder, a little Jura feeder with a 4mm pop-up, one of them. The best colour was yellow, and I've caught really well at the start. They were coming to feed, I'll get a few indications, and what I like to catch fish on bomb on here, because they're quite active, and I've fired 6mm over the top, but I couldn't catch on bomb, and that were by far best. I'll pull it rod in, it were really good, just a little 4mm one, little, not the one after the pop-up, and let me just show you which one it is, one of them, and the yellow one were best, and they're going to catch loads of fish. So what I've done, I've just loose fed there, and I've loose fed there, and what I've done, I've cast feeder over top, and later on bomb were better, bomb were miles better later. So I've had half my fish on feeder and then half of fish on bomb. When they get active and they come off bottom, you're better off on bomb. And what happens is the fish tell you, because I started catching skimmers, so that told me fish have come off bottom, and you get little indications. But one of the things I ain't done, I ain't casting and it's gone straight round. I've had to wait. Like I'm saying wait 3, 4, 5 minutes, but I've had to wait, and usually when they're feeding and going mad, it's usually really good. So where I've fished there, it's like 13 to 14 metres, and it's just where I could fire a few pellets, and like I said, I've caught nothing up there, nothing. I expected casting in and it going round all the time, and all my fish were there in front of me, and there were the bigger fish. Like I've had quite a few 3-pounders, and every fish I've had about 5 up that side, and they were all small ones, pound and a half fish. So I've just stuck at that because they were bigger fish, but I've not had a fish down there, which is really disappointing. Because last hour on here I expected him to be at the side of them reeds, because Ryan there, that's where he's caught to that tree, and he's had some carp. So I think he's going to win it, but like I said, it's a great peg there. But I can't grumble. I've had a day's fishing, £100. You can't grumble at that, can you, in winter? I'm not quite sure where I'm going to weigh him, but we'll have to wait and see, so I'll let you know. Right, that's the end of day one. I'm fourth in my 13 pegs, and I suppose a bit disappointed. I've had £108, 108.14. There's a 112 front point there. He's third. And then Billy Liar Ryan, man, yeah, to be fair to him, he did say £100, which is good for him, and he weighed 120, 119 he's had, and on point where I said he'd got 11 carp and a load of F1s, he's had 160 odd. He's had £80 at last hour, just fishing its side, and in fact I'll walk round and show you where he's caught him. So I'm 4th out of 13. So I need 2 wins, but 2 wins I'll get in. So, because the big sections are 12 and 13 peg sections, so I can't grumble. And I was a bit rusty. I've had one jump out my net and bloody £4. That could have given me another point, but that's how it goes. I've had a nightmare with sun in my face and all. It's been, I just couldn't plate fishing. So every lose them like. But this is Ryan's peg, Ryan Bennett. This is a great peg, this. This is peg 40, and he's caught, normally on here it's right deep inside, and he's caught him. I'll show you. See, it's a point makes a difference. Now you'd think they'd all be there, and it's some of the are. They're under a tree in that side there. I remember drawing it and found a little ledge and had a right weight. He's actually caught him there, side of the tree there. I hadn't always caught him on pellet to Cornet, spoke to him about it, but he's just caught him there. Last hour he just got one every chuck, great big ones. He's had at least 3 14-pounders, great big fish he's had him. And I was in front of him until then. He had £50 till then, £60. So he's certainly had £80 anyway just there. So but you want these, the great pegs, these boys, you can't grumble. I'm not grumbling at my peg, by the way, but there's not a lot been caught in bay apart from me, so £100 odd, £108, first time back, so a bit rusty. But what's cost me is I couldn't fish pole because of wind, it was blowing straight at me and it were hard to hold, and when it fishes you need to be on pole, but I won't, so that's how it goes. So Tomorrow we're on Bonsai or Benny's, and then on Friday we're on the opposite one, so I think I'll sleep tonight with that wind blowing at me all day. Have a great night.